With all the basics hammered down, you're excited for the battle of your life. You perfectly engage the enemy and land your first E. Yet somehow you still helplessly watch your HP fall quickly to 0. Why? Find out in today's lesson on Tutorials with Viola. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Viola here. I play this awesome game called Albion Online and teach new players how to play with different weapons in fights. My videos will teach you the necessary skills for surviving the ruthless fights you'll be facing next time. This is the 4th video on my Dagger Pair tutorial series. If you haven't watched the first few, it's in the description. They're gonna equip you the basic knowledge of Dagger Pairs. This is the build that I'll be using, just like previously, and the same skills. Here's a quick recap of the previous lessons. In the last few videos, I shared about the few steps to winning and the prerequisites. However, even with the basics executed to near perfection, it's even more important you learn how to rotate your defenses. While this is a universal skill that you have to learn in PvP, I will be focusing it in context of a Dagger Pair player, which is even more critical. Depending on your playstyle, defensives are meant for you to either last longer while dishing out damage or for you to disengage until your cooldowns are ready. To play Dagger Pairs like a ninja, you will aim to use defensives for the latter. Helium Hood and Assassin Jackets are natural disengage options. Ideally, you aim to use defensives only after popping your E. Assassin Jacket is what I use first, as Helium Hood can both disengage like Assassin Jacket and silence the enemy, making it much more versatile and useful. However, fights don't always go in your favor. Sometimes you mess up your first defensives, taking too much damage. What do you do if things take a nasty turn then? To mitigate this, you should try to keep a distance from your enemy after you turn invisible. At least then you'll be able to kite a wall until your second E comes back. Still struggling? Then use your Helium Hood earlier, such that you can E him after Helium Hood ends immediately. Boots will be a situational tool. If you judge that you're in a favourable situation, use it to catch up and finish him off. If you fall in a bad situation, use it to get out after exhausting all your defensives. Hence, saving your boots as the last skill could be wise. Ultimately, rotating defensives and purposefully using them will bring you a step closer to your win. With that in mind, let's take a look at the case studies for today. Our first opponent here wields a great curse staff with a Spectre Hood and Merc Jacket. While this isn't the most popular weapon in Corruptors, it still has its place as a curse staff. For defensives, you'll be wanting to use them as soon as you finish your combo. Avoid prolonged combat with curse staff, keep kiting if not hidden as much as possible so as to minimize your curse stack and avoid fueling his double lifesteal. If you rotate your defensives carefully, you'll be able to avoid most of his damage and his lifesteal, giving you the edge to win in this fight. Our second encounter is with a bloodletter. Bloodletter is usually played as a bruiser build, meaning they will whittle you down with auto attacks and skills before using their E to execute. You want to use your defensives to hide yourself so he can't deal as much damage to you, so that you have more chances to finish him off before you get to the dangerous health point of 40%. In this fight, I missed the time frame of first E and he countered well with a defensive roll. Hence, I chose to go for a full reset to get all my defensive back before I take him on again. This is so that I can get full potential of my build in this fight. If you end up with less than 40% HP and suspect that he'll be going for execute, consider using a Shadow Edge to counter his E instead. This is however rather advanced, as you'll need to predict his E. To make things simple, just keep your HP above 40%. The third fight features a great frost staff. You'll want to rotate your defensives here because your opponent is relying on the cape and his first Q to deal damage to you. Use your defensive purposefully and gain an edge over the opponent. Fear will make them want to reset the fight, which opens up opportunities for you to secure the win, especially if they are less mobile than you. The last fight is against a Battleaxe. I made a little blunder of walking too far from the place I turned invisible and hence wasted some of my jacket. Axes have great mobility, especially with third kill, hence I chose to use my second defensive earlier because I was in a precarious situation with no kiting ground, especially against axes. Subsequently, if I had kiting ground and didn't run into mobs that attacked me, I would say I would have won. Unfortunately for me, I chose the wrong direction to kite and hence ultimately lost the fight. That's it for the video. As always, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like to show your support, comment on what build you use, and subscribe for more lessons. Class is dismissed. See you next lesson.